So it's been storming a few days, and I thought a tree or something just fell into my branch, like a branch fell into my window with the wind, but seems to be this bird. There's not much I can do to help, cause I mean they're vicious out here. They're mean, and he had a little friend, so the friend will probably come kick my ass. He looks okay. Um, I'm gonna wait a few minutes. If it goes good or bad, I'll probably go outside, give some time for the both of them to chill. But I guess that's my wake up call, cause my alarm didn't go off, so I was still in bed. Just finished getting dressed. I think he's just like concussed or something. Wing and his foot look okay. I like animals and all, but I'm kind of scared to like go out. I don't want him to peck me, or like maybe if I ruin his life on accident. But I think I'm just gonna wait a few more minutes. Chillax. See, there he goes. He looks okay. Just doesn't want to fly. I think that's ample time. I'm gonna go see if I shoo him, if he'll fly away, or if he needs some help. And then I'll go ahead and get on with my day. Bird flew away. I went and got gloves for nothing. Hi, Nala. Why are you so excited? You were just so mellow like 10 minutes ago. So, the plan today was to continue pulling the BMW motor, but it's raining, and yesterday I happened to get the intake off. The majority of the connectors, all but I think two, are good to go. Everything's ready. I just need to get the drive shaft for the transmission, and you get the motor mounts, and the last few connectors that are underneath that it looked like were in there, but they might not be. I still have to look and get to them. But since it's raining, we're gonna hold off. And I mean, got a lot done yesterday. Got the AC compressor out. That's actually a pretty simple job, which is weird though because you have to take off this wire, and I thought it was gonna disconnect somewhere, and I'm looking around, followed it, nope. So I just cut it with enough room to splice it back in whatever happens. Also pulled out the lines for it because there was no air conditioning in the car. It was empty, needed a charge. The guy told me that it worked when I bought it. He's like, it works great, I just need it's gotta be recharged. But, oh well. I have a couple little snippets of footage that I managed to save from yesterday with how to do those couple things, but transferring it over, a lot of it got damaged and I couldn't save it in any way. So I'll give you what I can and hope that helps with any of you with your do-it-yourself projects, or if you're just tuning in to see me, the car. Whatever it is, it keeps us pretty solid. There's the intake. You can see there's a couple things still connected on it that I can remove later, but I plan on pulling the motor and disassembling it anyways, just for myself, and then selling it that way. More so to diagnose any other problems it might have, because as far as I know, it has a blown head gasket and it needed a freeze plug. But the previous owner seemed to have run a shit ton of stop leak through it, and I was not a fan of that, as most of you know. That's pretty bad. So there's those couple pieces that are still on the intake. They can be removed, obviously. It was just easier to take them all out as one. And then there's the AC compressor. It's kind of dark in here, so if the camera will focus, that'll help. AC compressor and the lines. You can see that wire hanging down into the shadows. That's the one I cut. It's actually right up here. It's got a piece that goes over top and then the actual wire. I also didn't mention in the footage that for the lines you need an Allen key. The size was scraped off because ours is an old set. But I tried to tell you what you needed for that, so I hope, like I said, I hope it helps. And that's all I have for today. It's about to start raining, so I won't finish it since I started to prep it, but we're getting ready to take the AC compressor out. And I loosened up, since it's getting ready to start raining, I'm just gonna run down what you're doing. I loosened up that bolt already, that bolt. We tarped everything, now we're back. And I couldn't get a very good angle to show that back bolt, the last one that I didn't have any view of in the earlier clips. So what I did was I put the ratchet and the socket and everything on there so you can get the general idea of where it's at. I'm trying my best, but it's kind of hard to see. So after yesterday's storm, it's a little challenging to get to, as you could probably tell from being even more challenging to view alone. I recommend putting a socket on and then attaching your ratchet so that you can break it, and then hand removing, is that what I would say? I'm not sure. Removing it by hand afterwards, because you don't have a lot of room between this right here and this hose if you can't remove it because of the lack of torque heads like me.
Today I learned that to change a starter on a 528, you have to take all this shit off because the trans bolts go into the starter. Wow.
Keep it stored, and she decides to come under here because it starts to rain.
W here is claiming that this automatic transmission will never ever go bad, and if it does, you can only use those parts. But I digress. For those of you who have been following, this is a 97 528